All right, here we go. I'm mic'd up and live, streaming on Melissa's YouTube channel. We got 187 subscribers. I saw 10 tuned in for our most recent first match of the day. So welcome and thank you for joining us. All right, and away we go. On the court, our lineup: Jaden, Abby, Layton, Sydney, Gabby, and Anaya. So Layton with the set back to Anaya into the net. First point active. All right, serve goes long, point, LOVB. We got our 6'1", number 21. Pin hitter up to serve, Sydney Neely. Serve is good. Ball lands in that back corner. 2 serving 1. All right, 6 foot. Number 18, Campbell Kelly is our middle blocker up on the net, flanked by our setter, lefty setter, number 86, Layton, and our right side, Jaden Meyer, who hails from Maricosta High School, standing tall at 6 foot and strong. Here we go, serve, active. Layton for the short set to Campbell. Campbell rolls it up and over the top of the tape. Nice block by Anaya. Yes, good block by Campbell. I don't know, it's in the job description. Great block by Jaden. All right, number 2, Gabby checks out. Number 17, Abby Harrell, 6'4". Hails from Redondo Union High School. Campbell's back to serve. Serve is good. Ooh, ball goes out, no touch. Tied at 3s. All right, aces it. All right, aces it. That's a pair. She's a regular serve, Dini. 5 serving 3. All right, catches that back fire lane. That's 3 of a kind. All right, Sydney picks it up. Layton for a short set. Ooh, back to Anaya. 7 serving 3. Campbell still back to serve. Serve goes long. All right, Ava Safal, number 4 in the libero jersey, checks in. In the back row is Sydney and Anaya. Back set to Jaden, pops it back over. Oh, off Sydney's shoulder. All right, Ava puts a free ball over. And Actyve puts it right back here on our fire lane. All right, Jaden gets a serve, waiting for the set. Cross court to Anaya's catching hands. Woo! Point LOVD. All right, Jaden Myers checking out. Chris Cabeas, number 3, checking in. Our defensive specialist is back to serve. Yeah, serve is good. Yes, nice block by Anaya. Woo! All right, ball gets tipped over. Waiting for the set back to Anaya. Point Actyve. All right, again, today's run a show. Play, play, ref, play. So after this match, there'll be a break. They ref. And then depending upon the outcome, they either play at 11 or play at noon. Point LOVB. Anaya's back to serve. All right. Leighton tooled on the block. All right, front row, number 17, Abby Harrell's flanked by Sydney and Leighton. Anaya back to serve. Yeah, Sydney puts a hand on it. Leighton gets it up. Back row attack by Anaya. Free ball comes over to Chris. Leighton for a long court set to Sydney. Actyve catches hands. Ball goes out. Point Actyve. All right, Anaya's going to bump it like Beckham to Leighton. Abby for the flip. Another slide. Yes, nice tap by Sydney. All right, 10 serving 11. Back row, you got Anaya, Chris, and Ava. Yep, point LOVB. All right, Abby checks out. Campbell checks in. And at 5'3", Gabby Kumagai, number 2 in the libero jersey, back to serve. All right, hits that back fire lane. Well done, Campbell. All right, Chris checks out. Jaden Meyer checks in. And number 86, Leighton Devereaux. Back to serve. Leighton serves good. There you go, Leighton. Gabby for the set. Jaden puts the free ball over. Oh, Pete comes down hard on this line. Point Actyve. All right, Campbell for the set to Jaden. Nice kill. All right, number 21, Sydney Neely back to serve. Oh, dumps it. Point Actyve. 13 serving 14. Nice back set, yes! Good eye, Jaden. Way to put it in that back right corner. Well done. All right, Abby Harrell aggressively checks in as our middle blocker. Campbell Kelly comes back to serve. Oh. All right, Campbell checks out. Ava Safel, number 4, checks in. Hails from Maricosta High School. Serve goes to Jaden Leighton for. Yeah, that was the aggression. I love it. Abby brings some heat to the fire here. All right, Jaden checks out. Chris checks in. Leighton checks out. Marley checks in. Serving 14, Chris Cabeas back to serve. Yes, nice block at the net. Point LOVB. There we go. Okay. Look, way out of system, but it worked. And they dump it right back at us.
Actyve back to serve. Woo, all right. That'll do. Hey, listen, chat, we got some nicknames out there. I hear that number 7, Anaya Thornton, is better known on the streets as Annihilator. There we go. There's the Annihilator. Anaya Thornton serving up aces. One serve at a time. They're trying to ice Anaya. Serve goes long. It worked. 16 now serving 19. All right, up at the front along the net. You got Abby, Marley, and Sydney. Point active. All right, serve goes to Anaya. Marley with the set. Sydney with a nice touch. Brings Love score to 20. 27-17. Abby checks out. Campbell checks in. Gabby's back to serve. Gabby's serve is good. Yes. All right. Marley for the kill. Sydney for the pass. All right. Gabby's serve is good. Yeah. Comes back to Anaya. Marley for the set. Sydney for the hit. And Actyve for the kill. All right. Sydney pushes it back over. There we go. Back row attack by Anaya. Successful. 22 on the board now for LAVD. Marley checks out. Number 86, Leighton checks in. Chris checks out. And number 8, Jaden checks in. Campbell's flanked by Jaden and Sydney. Leighton Devereaux, a lefty, is back to serve. Along with her is Anaya and Gabby. Oh, all right. Point active. All right, side out here, ladies. Serve goes to Sid. Waiting for a cross-court set to Jaden. Jaden catches hand. Oh, there we go. Nice. Way to wait for it. Oh. That was a power kill. Bit of a buzz kill, if you would. All right, 27-22. All right. Ooh. All right, Love takes a timeout. All right, Actyve ties it up. Bianchi Dose versus Bianchi Dose. Leighton checks out. Marley checks in, all smiles and giggles. Serve goes to Anaya. Nice hit by Campbell. Yeah, let's get it, girl. Well played. And again, we have number 21 back to serve. There you go, Marley. And that one's going out. All right, the race to 25 is real. Nice light set to Anaya, and Anaya laid up for the kill. All right, set point. Gabby checks out. Campbell goes back to serve, and Abby checks up in the middle. And Actyve takes timeout. All right, set point. Campbell back to serve. Abby's flanked by Anaya Leda and Jaden Meyer. All right, serve's good. All right, defense here. Nice back set. Fantastic kill. Set point. Win for LOVD. All right, Love leads the match by 1. Woo! That was close. No, no way. To tie it up in a race 25 and 22. Yeah, that's good. You too? You think coming back from Kansas City? Oh, yeah. It wasn't COVID, or it wasn't the. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah. No, but I heard Lily got sick. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I guess she was down for the count pretty bad too. She missed work at all, or no? Power through it. Yeah. 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 Game on. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are into our second set of the second match of the day.
All right, down ref has made his list. He's checked it twice. On the court, we got Campbell flanked by Jaden and Sydney. Leighton Devereaux, number 86, back to serve. Nice touch by Campbell. Out, no hands. On the board. Again, Leighton back to serve. Lollipop comes over, Sydney picks it up. Ooh. They're playing a little street ball there. Point Actyve. Second matchup of this year against Actyve. It was a straight 2 loss back in January. 3 now serving 1. Oh! Hey chat, listen up. We got some nicknames. This one was established a couple years ago. Big Neil. Big Neil for the kill, number 21. All right, Sydney serves good. All right, serve goes to Sydney. Leighton for the set. Over to Annihilator. Now 3-4. Oh. All right, 6 serving 3. Serve goes to Anaya. The ball is returned. Yes, nice block by Abigail, number 17. Ooh, the air up there must be so clean. That's 6'4" middle blocker. Future Division I Oregon State Beaver. All right, Chris Cabeas checks in. On the opposite side of a ruler, she stands at 5 foot. All right, 7 serving 4. Serve goes to Jaden. Marley for the set to Anaya. Nice block by Marley. Back set to Abby. There we go. Point LOVD. All right. Abby's flanked by Marley and Sydney. Anaya's back to serve. Future Anteater. UC Irvine. Oh, nice. I think that was a double block off Sydney then to Abby. Maybe not. That would have been too many touches. All right, 9 serving 6. Oh, big deal is blocked. All right. Anaya checks out. Tristan checks in, number 22. Future D1 Notre Dame commit. At 5'11". All right. Yes. Great court acumen right there. A dump by our setter, number 12, Marley Demas. Gabby's up to serve. Oh, throwing hands, reaching for it. (7-11), folks. The score is 7-11. We're on July 11th. You can go to any 7-Eleven and get a free slushie. All right, big deal for the hit and the kill. Marley Bemis, also an Oregon State commit. Go Beavers, back to serve. Campbell's flanked by Jaden and Sydney up there, our pins. There you go. All right, get it up. Free over. All right, Jaden gets cooled on the block. What's up, girl?
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Where's Lily?
She got sick. She picked up something in Kansas City, so.
Did she go to Kansas?
Yeah, she went to Kansas City.
Well,
After Kansas, she got sick, so, yeah.
What's the score?
I think it's 13 serving 8.
Okay.
And then I think Show is hurt too.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Point LOVD. And Sydney Neely back to serve. Nice serve by Sid. Off the shoulder, work for her. Nice block by Jaden. There we go. Sydney with an ace down the line. A regular serve Dini she is. Let's get a pair. Molly for the back set to Jaden into the net. All right, serve goes to Tristan. Sydney for the set, back to Tristan. Nice touch by Campbell. Woo! Great defense on the line. She comes back to serve. There you go, Tristan. Nice. Point LOVD. You got some cheers from the sidelines. All right, ball goes long. And out, tied at 14s. Campbell up for her third serve. Yes. Nice block, touch back over. Oh, just out of reach. All right, Campbell checks out. Ava Chappelle, our libero in the pink jersey, checks in.
All right. LVD tied up 15.
Ball goes long, 0.0 OVB. Oh, serve just short of going over. Tapping the tape. Tap, tap, taparoo. Taparooski. Serve goes to Ava, back set over to Abby for the slide, successful. Tristan's back to serve. Ooh, ace. Serving up aces. ACE. Serving 16. Alright, serve goes to Tristan. Molly from set over to Sydney. Big Neil putting it down. Big. Big Neil. 19 serving 17. Our libero, Gabby Kumagai. Back to serve. Ball goes out, no touch. All right, Actyve for the timeout. They are going to actively talk about it. All right. Campbell's flanked by Sydney and Marley. We got Chris up there as our defensive specialist, along with Tristan. Gabby serve is a missile over the net. That is left unreturned. Gabby Kumagai for the ace. Who's my guy? Gabby's my Kumagai. All right, another serve is good. Yes, nice block. Cool on the block. All right, Marley Bemis back to serve. Chris checks out. Jaden checks in. Nice block. Ooh. All right. $19 serving 22. Sydney for the pass. Marley first. Great time set to Campbell, however, there's block up there at the tape. All right, girls, push three. little ill-timed up there at the net. A setter swap. 86 Layton comes in. Number 12 Marley checks out. 21 serving 22. Layton for the set to Sydney. Oh, tip up and over. Tied at 22-22. Over Sydney's back to serve, so I may have this wrong. Oh, serve goes into Tristan's head. So 23-22 is the correct score. 22 serving 23. All right, side out. All right, Sydney getting a overpass, up and out, high to 23s. Tristan's checking out, Anaya's checking in. We'd like to send all our get well wishes for a player that we don't have here in our presence, and that's Liliana Swanson. Our middle blocker, not feeling well. She's a little nasty right now. Not feeling well. Hope you get better. All right, timeout. .24 is going to be serving 23. This would be match point. The second match of the day. The first match was a loss to Forza 1 North in 3 sets, which we were able to pick up over the December loss to them in 2. So moving in the right direction as these girls continue to get better and better throughout the course of the season. So here we go, match point. Campbell Kelly, number 18. Newport Harbor High School, up to serve. Serves good. Oh, but a little long on the other side of the fire lane. Now tied at 24, has got to win by 2. Marley for the set to Annihilator. Puts it downtown like Julie Brown does. Great hit. All right, Chris checks in to serve. Up there at the net, Abby's flanked by Marley and Anaya. All right, match point. Oh, and wins match point on an ace. ACE. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a station identification break. These ladies are going to ref for an hour. That one starts at 10 o'clock. So we'll be back, I believe, either for an 11 o'clock match or a 12 o'clock match. Stay tuned.